in front of you, I covered Job. But technically, the layers of which Job really exists is multi-layered. It's not just the cover. And our pastor has been teaching me so much, and I'd like to thank you for that. I'm very appreciative of the lessons that you taught me, and I thank God for his wisdom that he passes on to you for you to teach us all. Amen. So our pastor previously spoke on Job, and the power behind the story of Job is not that the devil has so much power, it's that God has so much power that he can literally take his hand and remove it, or take his hand and cover us. And when he removes his hand, like the pastor said, oh, we are in trouble. But if he covers us, oh, are we saved? So I come to you all so my first message was, friends, how many of us have them? So can you all say friends? How many of us have them? So that is the first layer, I feel, of Job, because of most of the chapters in Job, most of them are covered with just his friends torturing him. But a member here, Pierre, came to me and asked me a question, and it showed me that I didn't do my job good enough. So I have to be even more clear and even more precise so that you all can understand where I'm coming from. So when I said that Job, when he was tortured by his friends, he was tortured with them constantly blaming him for something that he did not do. And when you're at your lowest point, all you need is that little piece to push you over the edge. Now, when I brought it back full circle, it was in the beginning, Job would constantly pray for his kids, saying that his kids must have done something wrong. Now, even though he thought that his kids did something wrong, and even though at the same time that torture that he was going through was his friends thinking that he was doing something wrong, it's direct reflection of what he thought and what they thought. But if you look at it, still, even though he thought that way about his kids, that wasn't a sin. It wasn't wrong, because God said that he was a good guy. And he was doing that when God said he was a good guy. So obviously it wasn't him, I guess you could say, judging his kids. It was, protecting, but it was even deeper. I'm telling you, Job is multi-layered. So, yes. So Job is multi-layered. And the first layer is the surface. The surface is, obviously, do unto others as you have them do unto you. So if you are telling your kids, or if you are thinking of your kids in a way where they must have done something wrong, even though it's not going to come to you the same way that you gave it, it came to him through his friends thinking that Job did something wrong. But it's not the thinking that is a sin. So that's not where he went wrong. Where did Job go wrong? What if I tell you that Job never went wrong? What if I told you that it's deeper than Job? What if I told you the whole reason why Job went through all the things that he went through almost has nothing to do with Job? Isn't that deep? Yeah, not even responsible. So when you're going through your trials and your tribulations, you think it's you. But it really has nothing to do with you. So in the final, as we peel back this layer, because I'm not going to go all into it because only 5 minutes. But as we peel back this layer, I bring you to the next layer. In Job's story, when you think of Job, you think of the trials and tribulations that he went through. But as our pastor teaches us, it is deeper than that. It is, you actually see the characteristics of the devil, and you see the characteristics of God. So clear. You literally see the devil and how the devil works, and then you see God and how God works. And it's only when the pastor tells us about the covering that God has. So last Sunday, I was talking to the kids, and I told them this. Think of the devil like a ferocious pit bull. A ferocious pit bull that is held within God's gate. God has a protective fence. And this pit bull, at any time, if he gets past this fence, we are screwed because we're just walking down the street. We know it says beware of dog, but it's, oh my gosh. But if God were to open that gate, we're screwed because the dog wants to get us anyways. If God were to open that gate, we're screwed. But God is so good that he keeps the gate closed. And that brings me to the conclusion. The conclusion is this. Just like you see the character of Satan, you see the character of God. Why would God even create a Satan? That's huge. Why would God even have a Satan? If God is so powerful, if his hand is so great that he can literally remove the hedge, open the gate, and close the gate, either way, the ferocious dog is still there. Why would God even go to the store and buy the ferocious dog in the first place? Right? So that brings me to the conclusion. The conclusion is this. If God has a plan, and if Job's story is not even about Job in the first place, that you know that Satan has a purpose, and it's only to follow God's plan. Thank you.